Yeah. Trip on big splash, baby, you can see it. Yeah. Strong. I'm on the way. On the surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go long till I'm 6 feet. I'm talking full on repeat. I ride away. Coming from a board emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go long till I'm 6 feet. I'm talking full on repeat. Strong, I'm talking full on repeat. Gotta count up and up and down. Picture going about 100 miles. That look can't miss now. Standing tall, ready, always on go. Taking me to pin town. PO said slow down, so I come away when I skip town. 16 was on underage, there's 12 jurors in a mistrial. They sing no underpaid, so that true wide, no 10 tile. I need like a man, even if your eyes cocked, I'm there too. Touchdown like I had a 6 with a shimmy, nigga, that's a pop food. Don't be worried about a straw, dude. Do you and I'ma do I. Third boy got a pink job with a clip coat and some fall guy. The girlfriend even took a beat out of French meat, no clip five. Kept me win in Beyonce, put a ring on it in a lunch line. Head coach and I'm on the court. Referee and I'm shooting three. Put sweat in it 2 degrees. So my water, I can barely breathe. Kelly Slater with the board flip. Push it up when the chords hit. Violins in a beta tee. Open up, let me splash it. Right away. The surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go long till I'm 6 feet. I'm pocket full on repeat. I ride away. Call the surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go long till I'm 6 feet. I'm pocket full on repeat. Strike, second round of the fight, something ain't right. I gotta do my work. Walking through the air, no night flight. That's what them people say. Got one life to live, and I put 15 on hit the ground. Ready past the Usain Bolt. Don't like 2 finger signs so far, can't be caught. 9 is crunch time, and I send it home like a walk off. AMG on steroid, get the flex muscle with a nightmare. Coming full force, no water, just know I don't fight fair. Good fight, no flight fair. Hot rounds out of hot barrel. Put the mic in the head, lock into them tap, 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 tap there. Short LCPR. What the hell are hitting me for? To go to the water, let them up. Time for you a lifeguard. I'm an old damn lifeguard. Been there with Wishaw. Life show me it was hard. Get skate books and I count cards. Play my hand for the W. Time told about who is who. They be on this, who is who. I'm on the surfboard. I'm coming through. Sprout.
What's up? What's up? This is your boy, Mr. Know-It-All. And I'm here on Hood Talk with the lovely Miss Bella, ready to get this show started. Gone, tell them how we can do this thing.
Well, hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday to you. I hope everybody's staying safe out there today. And before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to Marcus Honeysucker on YouTube and Mr. Know-It-All on Facebook. One other great thing, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We will greatly appreciate it. But getting started on this subject tonight, we want to know, are women too manly? And do they take men seriously? So we're talking about in 2026. Are we ladies? Are we being too manly out here? And are we even taking these men serious anymore?
Hell no, they ain't taking us serious. Nah, I'm gonna tell you this. Women done got so manly. The only thing they missing is nuts. I'm just telling you.
Oh,
They got
Lord.
the pistol, they got everything else. The only thing they missing is some nuts. Women running around this movie, what's up, bro? Drinking niggas under the table. I mean, it's the first era that I really seen where women are drinking more beer than men now. And I mean, liquor, whatever. They be like, oh yeah, I want that done. Holy out. I mean, it's everything. So I think You know how they used to tell men you drink a little whiskey and put some hair on your chest? Shit, I think women shaving their chest. They've been how much hair probably being put on there. Because back in the day, it was a man thing to drink whiskey and, a lot of old things. Every now and then you'll catch a movie and you'll see the hard woman that done whooped 3 dudes and they ain't even got no muscles. And she be in the bottom of, you got another one, motherfucker. Fuck you, Bella. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how that used to be. And women used to have the cute stuff, you know what I'm saying, the Hawaii punch and, wine. And they wouldn't even look over there at the what's name because they knew they had to ride home and get home them kids. And now they'd be like, fuck them kids. You know what I mean? They'd be like, now I guess people call it Ubers or whatever, but we're gonna get into this one here hard because this is a big thing on my list because like these days, I remember, back in the game banging days when you had a couple of, hard women, but they were never harder than the men. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll be hard and he'd be like, girl, take your ass to the kitchen. And she'd be like, okay, daddy. You know what I'm saying? She knew how to still drop down and be a woman and go on even if she was, kind of hard. But now, you know what I'm saying? You hit a woman on the butt to go to the kitchen. She hit you on the butt. You go to the kitchen too. Whatever you can do, I should be able to do the same thing. So even when as in talking to a woman, women kind of like, you talk to me this way, I talk to you, So this type of thing, I think now that women feel like because they have guns and stuff that kind of even out the odds sometimes. I don't think women really know how dangerous men are, and I don't think men right now know how dangerous women are because anytime you got anybody want to take over your spot, they got to be twice as tough as you. If that make any sense, you know what I'm saying? Like for a dude to come in your yard and start talking big shit in your yard, he got to feel like he can whoop you in his yard and whoop everybody in your yard because he know they your friends. So if he come in your yard trying to fight, he should know somebody in the yard is probably willing to help him whoop your ass. So if you come in somebody's yard and you trying to do something in somebody's yard, you got to be extra tough. You know what I'm saying? And I think women are this new kind of toughness that women got. I don't even believe they know how tough they come off now. Sometimes when I go ahead.
I just want to just say regarding to women being a little manly. Sometimes it often stems from like traditional views of leadership, like how you were brought up around strong women who just took care of everything. Their viewpoints on personal capability, viewpoints on life. It's like that's what my mom did. So a person view of being too manly can be a person that's kind of self-sufficient, like they taking care of themselves. So when they get that independence, they have less of dependence. So it changed their mindset or their thought pattern. That's just like a person who is financially secure. It makes them feel like they're on a different level, that they don't have to settle for a lot of things because money can buy you things. So I guess that's why some women feel that way. If they can take care of themselves, they move and rock a little different and be hard to men because they probably trying to protect hurt that they've experienced or something.
Okay, I can get that, and I think that's why you catch a lot of women now that try to chase a lot of money because they feel like with money they don't have to listen to a man. They can be their own person. They can kind of, take the throne of their own. But at the same time, um, I think later on in life, a lot of women become very resentful of working so hard and a lot of things they do because it don't get you ahead in what women really love the most, and that's being a parent, um, having time to go this thing, graduations, all this, see, watch football practices and all this kind of stuff that they want to do with their regular children and then the grandchildren and all this kind of stuff. I think women sometimes they get too hard and they run off certain men, and then it's no one there at the end of their life to when stuff get different. Not necessarily harder, but I can say different, because a lot of this system was set up for two people to, two household family to be able to make it on a level. So, even when you dealing with a child and not having help with that child every day, it can be stressful on you. And I see a lot of women now are getting a lot of stress because they having kids and then they don't know how they want to be this strong woman and don't want to ask the man for help. And then when it's a burden on them and when it start hurting them, they don't feel like they can get out and have freedom to do this and do that and feel like they being, buckled down, and they looking at him and saying he out there in the world having fun and I'm stuck here with the child, you know what I'm saying? But you know, this is what that world was built up to be. And I don't think a lot of women understand like the world wasn't built up, it wasn't even made at first. Like that's why women used to get so much out of divorces and all kind of stuff like that, because this society was built on protecting women for the long haul. You know what I'm saying? But how women are moving, they trying to tell the system, we don't need your protection no more. We can do it on our own. And what's happening is the system is letting them do it on their own, and they're getting upset like men now. Like men used to go home, go to work all day, work these hard jobs, come home, bones hurting, everything hurting. Man, a rough day. Fuck this shit. I need a drink. Now you got women coming home, not even going home, going straight to the bar. I need a drink. You mother done got on my nerves. I'm ready. But see, their hurt is different because a woman want to leave from around a place that's hurting her or messing with her wellness. So that's why women change jobs so much. That's why women, because women can't stay around, can't sit around mess like men can. If a man enough money on the table, a man he'll deal with a whole lot of shit to take care of his family. You know what I'm saying? And a woman, she like, no, I can go somewhere else and I probably could make just as much money as this to deal with this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's not going on no more. And that's how women changing so many jobs, this and that, because once they get something that's kind of chaotic, they want to leave that little space instead of battling it, correcting it like men. Men sit down, talk about stuff, and they'll be good, and they can go on for 5, 10 more years before they get into an argument. They're like, hey, I don't mess with you no more. You don't mess with me no more. That's how men can get down. You know what I'm saying? Like I got in an argument with a dude in the gym, and we just don't. We still in the same space, whatever. We just don't say nothing to each other no more. We understood that we ain't the two. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like we understood they got them, you know what I'm saying? Like all my partners and everything, everybody there, we understand that me and you, we ain't on the same level. So ain't no reason for us to talk to each other no more. And that's it. And shit, since we got into it, we ain't said nothing. I ain't spoke. I ain't said, hey, bad dog, nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I can be in the same area. But see, women, if they go to work with the same one, they be like, look at that bitch over there looking at me. She better stop looking at me before I give her something to look at. I come across that head. See, men move a little different. You know what I'm saying? Men can be around men they know they don't love. I'm telling you. Let me tell you how I know this. You know,
Bubblies.
I got family. He in a situation where he in the same job and shit, where some shit went down it, and some shit me. I probably been thinking about busting a joker head, any kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, men could go through, because you know what men do? They go to other men and they say, man, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this bullshit here. And you know what another man tell him? He tell him some good stuff. Be like, man, leave that shit alone. It ain't worth going to jail. It ain't worth doing this. See, you tell a woman that, fuck that, I go to jail, bitch. Bitch, try me. Try me. I go to jail. You know what I'm saying? A man, he always thinking about his role and, you know, keeping everything together. You feel what I'm saying? See, women are changed. I found another job. Bitch got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And they just it two people think. I done seen women talk. It's two different ways that people go at stuff. And one thing about it, I learned about a woman, she can't deal with much of it. You know, not somebody who she know don't like her. She feel like trying to sabotage her in the workplace or something. She gonna confront a motherfucker. You know, she gonna be like, bitch, let me tell you something. If I hear anything by there, I'm gonna get fired because I'm gonna go upside your head, all that old type of stuff. They gonna let it be known. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be, before a woman get fired, she gonna be done told everybody why she getting fired before she get fired.
That part. I'm going home today.
One more thing to me. Listen, I'm not here no more. What's up, Black Queen? She said, I said that exact phrase today. I'm telling you, man. You know, sometimes I'm telling you, man, Joker be like, you know, but I'm gonna tell you another thing. And a joker be like, hey, long as she like a woman, she'll say, long as she stay on that side of the room. See, a man can pass by, man, this and that. If he have to, he'll work with the dude. He'll work with the dude he hate. You know what I'm saying? Long as he get paid. Okay. You feel me?
Okay. More power
now,
to you.
See, a woman, see, you already like, nah, I ain't doing that. I'm gonna find me another job for I had to work with a person that hate me or I hate them. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something. I'd have been on jobs, you know, like group jobs, you know what I'm saying? Construction jobs, you know, different jobs. Okay, if I'm getting paid on the job, good on the job. Shit, I look over a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, Joe couldn't make me mad. They'd be like, yeah, fuck you, nigga. I'd be like, yeah, fuck with me. I'm making money on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga can't even make a nigga mad if he making good money. You know, nigga got a good job. Think about this here. You ever met a dude that made, I just throw something out there, 100,000 or better at a job, and he came home talk about how he had such a bad day? You know what I'm saying? He be like, shit, hey, made it through this motherfucker. I'll see y'all tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That's how being more. A woman be like, you know what? I might have to move because I don't see myself lasting long here. Because she got like 3 more times to say something to me because I know she don't like me. That's how women talk. I know she don't like me. And she don't need to come smiling in my face no more. You know what I'm saying? You know I ain't lying. Come on with it.
That part. She said, I told that itch, I'm not the one or two or none of the numbers in between.
I'm telling you now. A woman will pick up and she'd be done found a job in California around this motherfucker. Be done left this motherfucker. You know what? I can't even deal with these motherfuckers in this city no more. That's how a woman
That
do.
part.
A woman be like, you know what? Before I let any of these motherfuckers get on my nerves, I'm gone. I'm gone.
Part.
You know what I'm saying? Well, and I can understand because, like, I think as a young man, but see, I was always taught, you know what I'm saying? I guess it might have been instilled, you know, dad or whatever, but I was always taught, you know, because I'm gonna tell you, I was raised by my mom a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And I used to listen to my mama when she used to come home from work, and she used to work with a lot of white ladies and this and that. She'd be like, "Well, I know they don't like me, blah blah blah," and I used to see how my mom was like so kind of like irritated by the people she worked with. But then she knew she every day she gonna put on her little smile and go on back up there, take this shit again. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
when you look at how people move, and I think that's the difference. Like if you got a parent and you watch your parent go to a job that they don't like every day, they might complain about their mother every day when they get home, but they gonna say it pay the bills and they're gonna
Yeah.
go in that motherfucker because see a lot of men don't change jobs because we don't grab them jobs easy like a woman. A man can't just go to the next job and just hire it on the spot. They're gonna be like, why you ain't got no job? What you do? What you do your lad boss? You know what I'm saying? Like people kind of skeptical of men because like they be like, what you do? What you stole something? What you do to your last job that they ain't want you no more? So it's a different breed when you thinking about why you got a job, why you don't got a job, and all that old type of stuff and what people going to. But I'm gonna get back on the subject before I get way left or something. All right. You're not ready. Come on with it. Hold on.
Some women have got
No, you're right. Right.
some women have gotten into survival mode with little help or backup. So a lot of times they go into survival mode, and if it comes for whatever level of protection, if you feel like it's manly to a man, maybe that man side, if she doesn't have that in her life, it it does not supersede what she needs to do to make it for her and her family. So they go in survival mode, or either they don't take men seriously, they just take them for what they can provide for them, or what you can do to help me make it, so that extra
Yeah.
income, you know
And I'm gonna tell you about
sugar
that.
dad.
It's cool like that when you find that type of man that would be that what's name. But when I put it this way, when you're around smarter men, and I'm just gonna say I ain't gonna say smarter because I think all men kind of get why the woman there and what she want, this and that, because women are kind of flat out, kind of tell you what type of person is. She'll tell you, nigga be with me, he got to pay bills, he got to do this, he got to do that. And a lot of men kind of blow it out because they done heard it before. You know what I'm saying? You hear it a lot. But it's like you understand the assignment. And men that sign up for certain things, they know what they gotta do. They know they gotta take her out, whoop de whoop, her demands on what it take to keep her, get her hair done, get her nails done. Whatever a man feel like he got to do to keep that woman, some men do that. You know what I'm saying? But what happens with some women is the demanding tone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what really runs a lot of men off that could do well with some women is how a woman actually talks to him and tell him how. Like, it's a man out there right now that will do something for a woman, but he can tell he's being coached. And when I say coached, I'm gonna say it like this here. Like when a woman say, well, man, be with me, you know what I'm saying? And he got to know, mess with a real woman, he gonna have to pay a bill every now and then. When I need help, he know he should help me or this and that, blah, blah, blah. And when a man hear that, women just think they just laying out their little ground rules. On the other hand, when men hear that, I hate to say it like this, but he
I'm
thinking,
listening.
sometimes a man thinking, I got a begging ass bitch right now. This bitch gonna be a begging motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like every week, I'm gonna hear wham, wham, wham. And that's why sometimes some men don't like dealing with a woman that's always doing bad. If you always doing bad, then how is that? Because last time I talked to you, you were getting a pedicure and a manicure and all this. And now, goddamn, you can't pay your light bill. There's $200. And you just spent $200 shit the other day when I was on the phone with you. But what it is a lot of times women want to spend their money on what they want to spend it on. And they want the man to pay some bills,
Yeah.
just, and it feels like, when you talk to a man a certain way, it feels like they saying, this is your bill for fucking with me. And that sounds like prostitution, right?
Yeah.
So if you tell a man, this is your bill for fucking with me, but if he comes with a demand with you, if he say, hey, I need you to come over and clean I don't clean no motherfucking house. You got women like that. I don't clean no motherfucking house. I don't wash no motherfucking dishes. And you be like, what exactly is we trained now? Because, a lot of stuff in these type of relationships is, needs, wants and needs and necessities on both ends. You feel
Yeah.
me? So if you ain't giving up nothing for his beneficial, why should he be giving up stuff and he ain't benefiting nothing? You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you, when all the woman is offering is just pussy, that ain't no reason for a man to kind of oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like if you trying to find a woman for a relationship and this and that, why some men end up with some women and not some women, because if all she offering, if you ask a woman, oh, what you know how to do, this and that, blah, 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 and all she know how to do is goddamn it, sex. I mean, women, they should know you shouldn't want you shouldn't even want certain men if all you got is a prostitute man. You feel me? A lot of women want top dog men, and then they think they offer a lot, and all they saying is when a woman just say she don't cook, some women get actually mad if you say something about cooking. Cook? Man, I don't cook, but on Sundays. You know what I'm saying? Like you hear women and you listen to this and be like, ooh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of women that they throw certain things out there, but it's not realistic. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
not realistic because a lot of women think they wifey material, but you got a prostitute brand of how you presenting yourself.
Oh Lord.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't present yourself like, hey, pussy over here, look at me. But then you say I'm wifey. See, wifey is the one that handle everything. She handle the kids, she handle clothes, she handle cleaning, she handle the schedule, this and that, blah, all this type of stuff. And a woman feel like she should be able to get everything wifey get because I got some good coochie.
Mm.
You know, so you know,
I
a
mean, you
lot of people.
saying it like it's funny, but there are people out there that actually think that way.
Yeah, believe me, I've been out here long enough. I know there's a lot of women out there think that good coochie should get them everything they want in life. You remember that song? I don't cook, I don't clean, but I still got that
Oh,
ring.
yeah. There's people that
But
move that way.
they ain't together no more, is it?
But she got the ring.
Hey, she did. But get what? She was taking care of him though. See, a lot of people didn't even see that. When his birthday came, I remember when his birthday came one time, she gave him $100,000. And I know right now that man got gambling debts all over the place.
Oh
I was
wow.
sitting up there watching some things like that. He owed people all over the place, debt gamble, gambling debts and stuff like that. Nigga confronted him the other day and jumped on him because
Are
he
you
he is
serious?
a superstar that got jumped on by another local or a little lower rapper than him because they was in the casino and he asked the dude to borrow $10,000. And when you think about this man rich, you like, you know what I'm saying? You think he got money, you like, oh, okay, here you go. But when the joker don't pay it back and you still ask for your money, hey man, hey player, you remember when you asked for that 10,000 you say you gonna give me back the next day or whatever? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's something else out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, let's get it. Let's do it. Next one, come on with it.
Trust is broken now. Everything comes with the question. So most women,
She
when they
said,
have those trust issues, didn't he
she
get
said, did
shot?
not.
No, she asked,
I,
didn't he get popped out?
at first they said he got shot, but you know what I'm saying. But he didn't get. I'm thinking he didn't get shot by the dude who jumped on him. Like he got so many people he owed. I don't know.
Mhm.
I know he was still in a wheelchair after that. He got whooped
Really?
pretty good. Though. Yeah. Hey, look, and that's when she reached out to him because he was in a wheelchair or something. And I think she's still fucking with the other football dude. So hey, it is what it is. She publicly broke up with the football player and right back with him.
Oh
That's just
wow.
how it goes. Well, okay, trust is broken. Break that one down.
So we're talking about like why some women may not take men seriously because the trust that they've had has been broken before. So now everything comes with the question like, is he gonna do what I've been through? Am I gonna be experiencing the same thing? Hmm?
You say he looking like a crackhead now. And moving
Well,
like one too. Move one like one too. Cause when you got money like that and you sitting up here blowing money at gambling money away like it's water. That's stuff crazy. I don't know what to say about stuff like that. But yeah, I think I don't know if I don't even know if women ever trust me. I know women say they do, but I mean, do you think women actually trust men as far as they can throw 'em?
not too much.
Yeah, I
I
don't
can
think
I
that.
can speak for I can speak for myself. I try, but it always be something to deter it. So hey, it is what it is.
No. And I think it's the same thing. On the other hand, women are so manly now, and And I think women don't even understand sometimes when women just ask certain questions. You know what I'm saying? Like a woman that asks you a question like, women are bold. Women that ask you a question, you know what? I think I need a side man. Or, women will say stuff that normally you couldn't walk away from. You'd be limping away from it. You know what I'm saying? Or something. But women will ask men questions, I think, to try them kind of, try to see how far they can take a man. You know what I'm saying? And it's something else. It's about the same as they trust us. Yeah. Yeah. I can agree with that. I think men these days don't trust women. Now, I be around men and most of them don't trust their girl, don't trust that. And then I'm gonna tell you, and I was talking to one of my partners, and sometimes it's what you've been through, and sometimes the women you've dealt with and what you seen her do to the next man, if that make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes women would she'll have her man and she'll be fucking with you. And then she'll think if you became her man, you would look at it, different. But it's like once you see how she did that man, you don't want to be in that situation. It's like a lot of men would rather be a side dude than be the main dude. So now you got women around here that got one main dude and three side dudes. And because women can catch men quicker than men can catch women. And women can say, nah, but the proof is in the pudding. There's no male strip clubs around here that's making money. There's no male pimps and whatnot. It don't matter how good a man look or whatever now. Women kind of look at them different now. You know what I'm saying? And I think, truthfully and honestly, I think it's more women trying to use other women now than trying to use me. I think 30-40% of women have females that they kind of messing with on the side now.
Wait, say that again?
Yeah, I said it right. I think
No, say it
40%
again.
40% of women have other women on the side that they messing with. And that's what make the whole thing so dangerous. So now men don't have to just watch out for other men. Now he got to watch out for a friend girl or the other girls. Soon as a friend girl get a haircut and get a fade, he like, oh, okay, I don't know what's going on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't know what's going on around this thing. He don't know who she messing with or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because next thing you know, you see the party, they at the party, and you see your girl, and next thing you know, they dancing, and next thing you know, they dancing on each other, slapping on each other's booty. You like, oh, okay. This thing here looks different right now. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of people don't realize, what you do and sometimes what you do on live and stuff like that, because people do certain stuff and get on live and they be talking, be talking that good stuff. But men sit back and we watch women at the club. They set up their little videos and stuff, and they tape themselves dancing on other women, slapping on other women booty and all that. How can a man take a woman seriously after he done seen this description and say, "Oh man, I want that woman right there. That'll be perfect for me." Because he's sitting up there looking at how you act out there. Because see, now women done let us in on how they act all the time. See, we used to look at women totally different when we look at them now. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, we used to look at women like, ooh, sugar and spice and everything nice. You remember that saying?
Yeah.
And now you look at their live videos, now they at the high, they smoke cigarette, they got the weave all, half the weed here, they ain't finished their hair, they doing the live, and you see them with that, you see the short hair, one side of their hair, an inch, and the other side of their hair hanging down to their booty, and they like, yeah, I'm gonna have it done. By the night, I'm gonna be on or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you looking and you like, whoa. And you looking, and then on live, like that, it ain't got them filters and stuff. You like, man, she looking a lot older than she was looking the other day. You know what I'm saying? The filter ain't hitting like that right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Lord.
Don't yeah, and I think and then we look at it, and women will say, like men, oh, y'all need to do better and love yourself, this and that. We say, do black women really love themselves like they say they do? Because if they did, if black women want to run out here and scream racist and a whole lot of things, why would you go and wear somebody else's hair and be proud of it, wear other people's eyelashes and be proud? Why would you go do all this fake stuff if you so real? So we got to turn that page on what's being real again, because
Mm-hmm.
you got a lot of people that when you don't love yourself, how that kid that's looking up to you. You know what I'm saying? That little girl that's looking up to you. She ain't gonna love her. She gonna want weave in her hair at 5, 6 years old. It's kids in kindergarten now with weaving their head. And that didn't go on back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of stuff didn't go on like that. So I feel like we becoming superficial. Everybody look like everybody. If you go to the right club, you would think it's 30 trans in there because everybody look like everybody got on fake everything. And that's how you really knew the trans women from the real women back in the day, because back in the day, the goddamn trans people was the only person that had all the fake stuff on. The weird women used to bump in there and be like, yeah, this 100%, all this man, nigga, talking that mess, because women used to have a little ponytail. They cut all their hair off, trying to look like Halle Berry, and that didn't work. They should have kept their hair, pull it back in that ponytail, and stop tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. What up, Jerry, up in there? His house?
So you gotta love yourself.
To love yourself. And I feel like, we have to get back as a people of loving ourselves first. And then we could point out there at other people. But I don't think you could honestly run around with somebody else hair in your head, somebody else, everything fake on your body, because women ain't women no more, because they ain't just sitting there trying to take care of themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like back in the day, women used to do it. They used to polish their nails and stuff like that, harden everything to keep their nails up. They broke a nail, they be like, oh man, they had nursed that nail till it got back right. No, now I'm gonna go get this fixed. Like it's a quick fix. You know what I'm saying? So I think because I was talking to my partner the other day, he was like, man, he said, man, my girl, she was talking all that shit, and she go put all the damn eyelashes on, and now the eyelashes done took her eyelashes out. And he's like, now she ain't got no damn eyelash. Once she take off the goddamn eyelash, she ain't got no, she just barefaced it. They ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. On this standard of beauty, everybody trying to live up to. You know what I'm saying? Every time, listen, right now tomorrow. See, that's the whole big thing, right? Right now tomorrow, if they close down, if the world ran out of hair, people would be on the synthetic thing. People be out here running around here cutting off horse hair and stuff like that. There'd be some horses missing hair, all kind of stuff around here. I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Like women that got so addicted to hair that it's not a year that most women, I say 80% of the women won't put some hair in their head because they just love it. They in love with looking a certain kind of way. And sometimes you can get doctored in your mind, that you don't love. It don't matter how many people tell you, oh, your hair looks gorgeous. Oh, I love that natural look and this and that. They don't like it because sometimes you get so attached to looking a certain kind of way in a picture or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like you can make yourself into however you want to make yourself every day. If you want to be Lola Fiona or you want to be goddamn whatever, look like the mermaid lady, you know what I'm saying? You can do it. But one thing we got to do, we got to start loving ourselves again. I remember back when I was watching them 60s and 70s things, man, let me tell you something. Women was loving themselves because they wasn't worried about that. They picked their hair out, they had a nice fro or they ponytails or whatever, and they were dancing, they was in shape and they were moving and they was on the soul train going down the soul train line and all that. And I think it's a deeper issue. I think it's an issue because women ain't got a little lazy, so they don't care about the things that they used to. Like, back in the day, I remember women used to care about certain things, you know what I'm saying? Like, my family, this and that. And I think women ain't got to the point that they ain't got so hard that they don't care about nothing. They be like, yeah, I don't fuck with you if you ain't like that. I mean, they done got so hard, and that's what we talking about. They done got so hard that women don't even want to manage themselves. Like I remember every night, I used to watch my mama go in the bathroom and take an hour to get ready for bed because she was putting the rollers in her head and all this kind of stuff so she can wake up and have her curls for in the morning or whatever. And it was just, she had nail polish all across her counter and things. Man, I'm going to tell you, most women out here ain't got 20 bottles of nail polish because they don't even keep nail polish because soon as something go wrong with their nail polish, they be like, oh, I need to go up there to the home thigh, song, and get my nail did and get it back right. You know what I'm saying?
Um, excuse me, will you say they go to the where?
The song, don't think, don't think, bye, to get my nail done and get it back right. Okay, mama. I'll try to do my best one. Come up
That
with
sounds like you
it.
getting some food. James said, everything quick and hurry. Wash the wig, but not the hair. You speaking facts, bro. The Simpsons in real life.
Yeah, yeah. And people got to realize, like, it starts off with us loving ourselves again. You know what I'm saying? It starts off with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I don't have no problem with the hair. We done got used to the hair. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to say is we can't, if we want the younger generation to truly love themselves, we got to start loving our regular hair. We got to start taking care of ourselves, be able to pull that let that thing explode out there. Like I like that a lot of women are, even getting their braids, they what's name, their uh um dreads and all this kind of stuff to get natural and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
I can feel that people are trying. You know what I'm saying? But we got to do better for the next generation that don't feel like they like how they look. Because mama is breaking her neck trying to get to the hair store on Friday or Saturday. Mama is like, oh, bitch ain't got no hair. I done brushed all my hair. My hair got kinks in it at the house. I remember when I used to clean out houses and stuff, and I used to go under the counter where the main bathroom was, and I'm talking about hair stacked on top of hair. I mean, I used to sit there and sometimes go working on and see if you work on their house on a Friday or something, or night that they finna go out, they out there brushing their hair and all that getting it right. And I mean, it's like, wow, all this, you know what I'm saying? Like, we really got to do better. We really got to do better. If we really gonna speak on, I'm gonna tell you this. If we really want to sit out here and act halfway racist and all this stuff, oh, what these these bitches ain't bad. We need to start wearing our own shit, our own hair. We need to start being comfortable in the skin that we in. We got to. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So I feel like once you start being comfortable in the skin you in, it kind of change everything. It changed how you look at the world. You know what I'm saying? It changed how much time you spend in the mirror. Because with your hair, you know how you can women play with their hair so much they know exactly they like, oh, if I put some water, they gonna shrink, it gonna do this, they know exactly how their hair gonna come out every day if they play with their hair long enough. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel like we got to get back to, making this stuff do right.
I agree.
Okay. Next one. Come on with it. All right.
So you're
Come on.
forced into independence with life choices. If I don't do it, it won't get done, type of thing. So that's another reason that so called women are kind of manly, like as some may put it, but you're forced to do it.
I get it. I get it. I know, I'm gonna tell you, I get it more when I see women that don't have no men around. But see, this the problem. It was like this back in the day. It wasn't whole lot of men around back in the day too. With the Vietnam War and stuff like that. Women found a way to still be ladies and still ask for help. And the man used to give it to them because how they talked to him. A woman was sweet and gentle. I was talking to him. I went to the doctor the other day and caught some women in the highway, and they were like, "Oh, you ain't speaking this now." I said, "Hey, time out, time out, time out, time out." These days, you speak to a woman these days, and she might have an attitude. All this old type of stuff. I don't have time for that. So sometimes, a joke, I was just saying, sometimes you just keep on going because women, you can be out in public and a woman can pass by you say, hey, and a woman, you say, hey to me. You know what I'm saying? Like you remember I told you on this show one time, I was up in Sam and fucking around and spoke to a lady something about a pineapple or something, and the lady froze up like she was a statue. She was like, Like I know this nigga ain't talking to me. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never turned around and she was like, and I said, is this a defense mechanism or something? You know what I'm saying? Like she just froze up, like just sitting there like this. I'm like, oh, she one of them. You know, just keep on going. You know what I'm saying? And I think I went halfway down there, kept looking back a little bit, and then she finally unthawed out. She finally unthawed out from being frozen.
Unthawed out.
You know, and I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? I was way on the other end of the stove by the time she thawed out. I'm like, then she went back to doing what she was doing. I was like, whoa. Women are something else, man. I'm telling you, man. Women are something different. And I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying?
This man said unthought of what she unthought.
I'm telling you, you think I'm lying. You think I'm lazy. I tell people, stuff seems funny, but real life is just funny. When you looking around and you just trying to be nice. I'm just passing by and I'm like, oh, you can't pick the right pineapple. Them all like Medusa, like she looked at Medusa or something and stayed there. And I was like, hello? I started traveling. By the time I got way up this store, I looked back there and she was like, yeah, I'm like, damn. Women really, when they don't want to talk to niggas, they don't want to talk to niggas. Like really. Like I can feel like a woman sometimes they be like, I'm not talking to no nigga today. I don't give a damn who speak to me, nothing. And I think that's just how women that got so hard now. I'm telling you now, you think I'm lying. You think I'm lying. He said,
no,
did she make this? She said, did he take this sound? I don't know. I was so far away. She might have did. I just seen her kind of like she was unthorn. And I was like, wow. And I'm like, I done made like, okay, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it was. Okay, you know, I was in the Sam's in Madison. So you know where the pineapple at be at. Like right in the middle of the floor by the coolers and shit, right? Man, I had made it with a salad with a fried onions, it almost to the salt, to the seasoned salt. That damn near to the front. And I'm looking back because you look back down the aisle because you still see right there, you know. And I was like, damn, she just started moving. Man, I'm telling you, man, these women crazy. Like real
man probably scared her.
Yeah, but if he scared you that bad, you need to stay in the house and hit DoorDash. Because they done made women so scary that they don't even want to come out no more. Think about everything they did for scary women. You got DoorDash, you got Uber, you got all kind of stuff that you ain't got to deal with people. Like women now would take an Uber on a date. So now the man ain't gonna know what her car look like, nothing like that. She can escape into the dark or whatever. Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm gonna get an Uber. I even watch movies where they do that. Like movies, you be watching the movie like, no, I'm good. I'm gonna take an Uber. You know, you be like, wow. Women don't even let men drop them off at the house. They are totally separated from all that stuff there. So when women say it's easy for men to get women, you are lying. You are just a liar. Because men look at women all that. It's like women be running around this mother like Superwoman with a force field. They be like, you know, that she got them little ring things around her thing to block the bullets and stuff. You ever seen Wonder Woman fight?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. She just blocking. I'm telling you now, it's crazy. You look around and you don't even know that women that got so solitude where they be like, I don't even fuck with me. I just come home and me and my doggy Bella. Everybody got a dog named Bella. I'm sorry to tell you
What?
that.
I
Everybody,
know, right?
everybody got a dog named Bella. All right, listen. Every place I go, somebody be like, come here, Bella. I be like, really? I'm listen. I'm talking about women just everywhere you go. Bella, 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 Bella. Look, I'm just telling the truth. Somebody gonna get on here and tell you that they dog named Bella. Watch. Oh, let me go to the next one before I start something. All right, come on.
So, do women do stuff anymore? That's a question.
Do women, hold on, do women, huh?
Do women do stuff anymore? Maybe have women in there twice. You know,
Yeah,
women is like a word.
yeah, take that other woman out of there. Hold
Okay.
on. I'm trying to think if that's right.
So you say do stuff like what? Like, give us
Like
an
anything.
example.
Like I think women are so much homebodies now. Like women don't do stuff no more. Like it's work and they like men. Like you talk to a woman, oh, I had a hard day's work. I'm like, you work hard. Oh, mentally drained. See, this is mentally. See, when you hear a woman say she work hard, she mentally drained. A man usually physically drained, but a woman is mentally drained. Oh, I had to deal with so much. Oh, hold on a second. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like men, they physically, they tired. They come on. Oh man, I can barely work. Oh man, nigga drop this on my foot and all that. You know, men done been through it. But a woman come. Oh, I had to deal. Oh, guess how many? I had to work with two bitches that I do not like, and them hoes don't never help. They don't never do the right thing. I'm just telling you, like that's how women talk. Like they didn't help me do nothing and all that. I mean, you just think about this stuff, and you're like, women they just different. You know what I'm saying? Women are different,
Hmm.
and how y'all deal with stuff is different because um I tell you this. I done seen women, all kind of women, like you just sit around and you just listen to them talk about their job, about anything. Most women hate their job. Most women, I say 70% of women hate their job. 30% of they women love their job. You know what I'm saying? Like you got 30% love their job. Like, oh, I wouldn't change it for the world. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about it, a woman can love their job and still want to leave their job just for more money. And I say this sometimes, a lot of times. Sometimes women, if you love a job enough, sometimes them couple of dollars ain't worth leaving. Them little couple of dollars, if you making a good paycheck and you happy every day, and you love your coworkers and all that, man, stay put. Because you're gonna get yourself in some shit and you're gonna realize why it was a job opening there. You're gonna realize why they can't keep nobody at that spot. You gonna get over there and
That
them
part.
motherfuckers gonna
You go see
terrorize
why
your
the
ass.
turnover was high.
And I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you don't realize what you done step yourself into till you step in there. It's just like shit. You don't know what it smells like. till you step in the shit. And as long as you walking, you good because the smell back there. Sit in your car. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little different once you sit still. So yeah, as you moving and all that, oh man, everything is lolly dolly. But you go over there and you sit in there and you be like, well, you know what? This ain't right. I want to go. And I'm just saying, come on with it.
Okay. When there is no man around to lead, they step up to take control. So if they don't have the man around in their circle, they step up and take control. That's all they can do.
That's all women. You know what? Every woman I know got this excuse. Got this excuse. Ain't no
An excuse?
around. Yeah. Because guess what? If a man was feminine, would you give him a pass and be like, oh, his daddy wasn't around? That's why he act like that.
A
Would you
lot of
still
times
date?
that be a reason.
No.
That
With that,
still be
no,
a
I'm
reason.
saying, no, but watch this. The women won't date him still, though. They will point out the problem, but they won't date him like, okay, he'll be my problem. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like there's a difference. Do you want that dude that's got them like, oh, do you want him?
Just like what?
And more than your friend, you know how everybody, oh, my best friend, oh, we love each other, oh, we get along so good. You ever decide to date him? Nah. They're my best friend, but dude, not that. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of women get in trouble because they get in this manly role and then they only want certain kind of friends. Then you attract a certain kind of friend. Okay, now you want him to be cool with your certain kind of friend. So that's when you run the man type of dude away. Because if a dude is super manly and now you hanging out with a different kind of dude, and then you trying to incorporate all of them together, which sometimes don't work. Because birds of a feather flock together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you trying to force something that don't even supposed to be forced, like trying to make a car, put oil and water in an engine and trying to make it work. Ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work. Why do they just keep transmission fluid in the transmission and oil in the motor? Why they don't make a transmission that go on oil and oil? So all you gotta do is put oil in here and oil in there. Why they don't make them like that? Because it just don't work. One got to be more smoother and more slicker so it can switch out stuff and this. It's different. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you got different people and you trying to make them be together, be on the same team or whatever, it ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, what up, Jay? Jay up in his ass. He said, what is the topic tonight again? Let them have it.
Hey Jay, the topic tonight is, are women too manly and do they take men serious? So we're talking 2026. Are the women too manly or are they taking men serious in 2026? We talking about right now.
We can talk about right now, but they definitely ain't taking us serious. I can tell you that. They ain't taking us serious. But get what? When I look at how some men acting and how they raised by mothers. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this: women are putting out a product that they don't even want. So you got to look at yourself in the face. When you look at your son and your son ain't manly, and you say, "Oh, just let him be however he want," you don't want to date him. You raising a person that you wouldn't date. I remember. You know how you can tell a good mother when she put out a son, and she like, boy, if I was a young lady, I marry him. This one right here. This one right here. But guess what? If you raise a son and you wouldn't marry him, now you got to look it right up in here. Because guess what? You can't blame no man if you gonna accept that you raised them. You gotta blame self. So anything that's non-manly about him that you put in him, you gotta take that lick. Like my boy Lil Ruben will say, I take that lick. You gotta take that lick. Because you raised him and you don't even want to date. And a lot of women are raising men that they wouldn't date. They raising men that okay, why? Tell me why. Why would you raise something you don't like? It don't make sense. You raise something that you wouldn't date. You raise a young thug, your cousin out ain't got respect for women, and you be like, what you want? Why are you putting this in the atmosphere? Why are you terrorizing other women? Why are you raising a dude that you wouldn't even go on a date with? You don't even want me. You leave him at the house when you going out. You don't even want him around you. I'm just being serious. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like women got to own up to that, because guess what women do? They take all the good. If the goddamn woman, if the man made a high 100 roll, made the dean list, that's my boy there. So when his ass go to prison and all that, you need to clap too. Because that's your boy there. It's still your boy. He's still your boy. You might have raised him wrong, but he your boy. Because what women want to do, they want the upside. They don't want the downside. And that's why it's hard for a lot of men to take women serious, because as long as a man up, a lot of men know a woman might want him. But if he fall hard on his feet, then she like, good, you need to get yourself together. You okay? See, what she need to be saying is, baby, we need to get it together. And let you know she by your side. If she body with you, she should be by your side to help you lift up where you at. And that same thing with her child. If she really down with her child, like she said, oh yes, that's my child, that's my boy. Yeah, the reason he got that, he wouldn't have passed without me. You know what I'm saying? You should take that same thing when he go to jail. He wouldn't have been in jail without me.
Really?
I'm the reason he in jail right now. No, don't try to put it off on, oh, you know, like, oh, they'll take something. I heard some woman they took a passage out the Bible and said, you can raise them up, but you can't stop them from leading the other way or whatever, going off course. There's something in the Bible about, I guess, you know, you can raise them up, but you can't. They might follow another path or something. I don't know.
Train up a child in the way they should go, so when they are old, they will not depart from it. So whatever you taught them, it'll be in them. But if they choose to go the right, you do your part the right way, so it won't be on you.
Okay. So guess what? A lot of people just thinking they doing the right way, but they might not be doing the right way. If you rolling in front of your child and you smoking and you doing a lot of things in front of your child, to you, you might say it's legal or whatever, but is it a good role model for your child? So you got to look at it on both sides and say, I need to leave my child over here while I do this. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we don't understand that part of the game. Sometimes you got to say, I'm doing this over here. I'm playing this music here. I'm doing this. I'm smoking, drinking. I'm doing all this over here. Let my child go over here or whatever. Hey, Baby self, take them out. Don't do that no more. Don't open that door no more. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, shit, they was in a whole new area of the house. All that stuff. They was in the barn. You know why? I'm just saying though. You know what I'm saying? Come on with it.
Yes, women are two and more masculine, but that's not on purpose, but by result. Because men evolved childishly because we ran from responsibility because of laziness and fear. And women don't take most men as serious because the norm is that she splits the man responsibility in a relationship now. Plus, society pushes that there is little difference between the sexes now.
I can get some of that, but I don't like how you flipped it and put it all on the men. They don't take most men serious
That's right,
because
Jay.
splits men responsibility. Hold on, let me see. Hold on,
Women
because
don't
men
take most men
evolve.
as serious.
Hold on. Yeah, let me start it. Read that second line so I can break that one
Okay.
down.
Okay, let's start from the top. Okay, you break it down. I'm gonna end at the period and let you break it down, preacher.
Oh
Okay.
no. I
Just from the
just
second.
started the second sentence. The second
Okay.
sentence because
Because
men.
men evolved childishly, because we ran from responsibilities, because of laziness and fear.
All right, time out. Okay, Jay. 70%, 80% of men, 75, I'm gonna go in the middle. 75% of men to 80% is raised by single mothers. So if a man have evolved childishly, laziness, and fear, it's because his mama put it in him. Because guess what? How do most men learn about fear? From their mama. Because their mama a little bit scared of everything. Scared of roaches, rats, everything that crawl. Most women are scared of. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the fear is there. Laziness. A lot of the family was on 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 taking child support, uh, SNAP, and other kind of benefits. What makes you lazy is to go out and get it because it's coming so good. So you learn how to manipulate the system. So it wasn't like so men ain't just lazy. They learning from mama how to manipulate the system. So now the mama is got them where they don't want to go out here and work. They watch it. And the reason you got so men being feminized or something like this here because they looking at mama and seeing how mama get it. And they saying, I need to get it like mama getting it. So only way to get it like mama get it is to act halfway like a woman. You got to be nice, big, and do some shit that you wouldn't normally do. That's what these dudes doing. They bending over and they goddamn it doing some things for how they say for some small change that they wouldn't normally do. And so they a lot of men are not growing up in male dominant households. So when you ain't got a masculine man in there, where you gonna get the masculinity for? You getting femininity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. See, my mama bragged that she was a tomboy. So when I came out hard, didn't nobody sit up there and say, "Oh yeah." Shit, my mom was a tomboy, and she'll tell you she was a tomboy. All right, come on with it.
I call a spade, regardless of the association.
Come on with it.
Why was the child raised by women and it took two to conceive?
Because feminism came in the early 50s and 60s. So women stopped getting married before they start having children. So then you I bet you could look this up yourself too. I was looking at a thing back in the day. I want you to look it up right quick because I know you're good at it. It was about the 70s, and it was saying about women in the 70s that wanted the baby. They did a study. The women wanted the children, but they didn't want to get married. So right
They
there
got
in the
that
70s,
going on now.
right there, no, I'm saying right there in the 70s, or where it started, when they didn't see benefits of being married, they didn't want to be controlled by a man and all that. It was a black and white type of what's name? The lady was like, oh no, I don't want to be, but women don't want to be under a man, and it's not our fault that women don't want to be under man. You can blame the church, you can blame a lot of things, but you can't just blame a man that wasn't raised under a man's leadership. When you look at it and you say the man is not in the household because he wasn't married, I got lucky because my mama and daddy got married. The last was about 4 or 5 years, but it was enough to give you the little concrete of it. You know, and that's the same thing about relationships. When a woman stay in a relationship with a man, even if they ain't married, if they stay in a relationship to that little boy get 5, 6, 7 years old, he done learned a lot. Because if you can look this up. Kids learn the most between what ages? Because from I think 1 to 7, they learn more than they learn rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? So we can put this on the screen because I think somebody gonna want to challenge me on this one. He said, "What makes anyone lazy? Because being lazy is easy." No, yeah, you're right. It's easier, but women live their life easier than men, and you don't understand this, Jay. Women live their life easier than men. Do this. Take 4 women and take 4 men, right? Take a picture of their clothes before they leave the house to go to work. Then take a picture of so they get out of work and they come back. And let's see who got beautiful for Mer after work and who got nasty after work. Women actually go to work and come back home better than they did when they left to go to work. You know what I'm saying? And that don't happen between me. So, like I said, who made a blaze here? I'm telling you, man. Now, what about that? You got that thing? I know you got it. You might not want to put it up. You done read it about 3 times trying to find some discrepancies in my shit. Come on with it. Go on, put
Would you say something like that? Why would
Come
you
on,
even
put it.
think
Hold on,
about
let's read this, and I'm gonna let you put it up because you just scanning over there. I can see you. Oh, there it is.
They
Let go.
said,
Put it up. Hold on a second, Jay. I'm gonna take it down for a split second. Come on with it.
okay. So birth to age 3. Can you see it
Oh,
go?
you blocking something with your ass thing. Take that ass thing down. You blocking little words right
Me? No, that's
there.
your
It
thing.
say ass anything. That's you.
Oh,
The ass
that.
anything. Yeah.
Oh no, that is just how it's gonna be.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm
Okay.
good. Go ahead.
Good, okay. So it said birth to age 3 is the most rapid. This is the most critical period, often called a window of opportunity, where the brain is more flexible and responsive to environmental experiences. So age from birth to age 5, okay, this puts you in your category. Up to 90% of the child's brain structure is formed by age 5. So that's the foundation period
Hello,
for life
hello.
health.
Time out. Time out. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How long I've been telling people by the age of 7, by the age of 7, A child is who he is. And that's why it's so critical to be in a child life early. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Go finish it out the last one.
So, age 7 and beyond, while rapid growth slows after ages 5 to 7, children continue to build on mental. This is when they start grasping on the mental, emotional, or social foundations established in early childhood.
Mm. And see, that's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. We can go all up there and come up. The boy good. The boy good. The boy doing the research now. Y'all might talk shit about me, but the boy doing research. Y'all be like, this nigga don't know what he talking about and all that. But the boy doing research and the boy is good because I know some stuff. I just don't. You got to think about my name, Mr. Know It All. I got to know something. Okay. It just, I can't just throw it down and cram y'all with it because you're going to be like, no. Okay, my bad. Come
No,
on.
wait a minute. You just turned from Bill Cosby to Richard Pryor. Then now you sound like Kevin Hart. What is wrong with you?
I got a little bit of all of it, but come on with it. He said, oh, let me read it because let me get my. Men are leaders. And if it's our problem, let me see. And they supposed to be in a relationship. You got to focus on the man first and what he couldn't control or figure out to maintain a relationship. And all I'm saying, dude, how can you get to that part about the man being a leader and all that if he wasn't raised by a leader by the age of 17? Some dudes, the first time they meet their dad is 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. I'm just saying. So when you sit up there and say the men are leaders, and the men are supposed to be the leaders of the relationship. But when you got women raising men and men being raised emotional and men being raised a whole different way than they should be raised, you can't be mad when they raised wrong. That's all I'm saying is men are being raised wrong. And we told, even though you raised wrong, you got to take the burden of everything that's going wrong. And that's wrong, Jay. You cannot, listen, I'm going to tell you this. I know little kids, 4, 5 years old, talking about how to dribble and everything. They know how to dribble. They know how to go. You ever watch them videos when you be like, oh, you see the boy dude going through, they running up there doing a layup and all that. You know what? Because he been trained and taught right. You know when you see a big old grown person, 7 years old, he go up there doing a layup and he break it off the rim. He don't even know how to do it, don't know how to do a shot. And you got a little kid. It's all about training. And if you don't train a joker right, it don't matter what you try to make them be. If you're not trained right, you can't go out here and fight in a war and you ain't trained right. When I was in the Army, you had to go through this training, to even get thought about going to the war. Then they still got to sit up there and find out if you mentally ready and make you take this test and this and that, blah, blah, blah. You feel me? You got to go through so much stuff to even start the what's nothing. I was watching the movie and I ain't finished yet. And it was saying, okay, you got to do these 3 things of training and this and that, blah, 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 before you can go to this level, before you can get to this level. And that's how it used to be. You used to have to become a man. It's not because you got some nuts in the dick. That is not because you made it to 18. That do not mean you done became a man. I know little dudes that became men at 11. They already knew what they wanted. They already been trained right. They've been trained since they were 3 or 4 to be a man. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
already in their room, cleaning up their room, straightening up. They already got their stuff lying out, know what they want to be when they grow up, all that old type of stuff. And you got grown men that 40, 50 that don't even know what they want to be, don't even know what they want to live. I say the same thing about women too. It's grown women that don't know what they want to be or what they want to be, where they want to stay at. Is women right now in a city right now to mind, I need to leave here. Why? I just come up at this city. I ain't me. You know what I'm saying? And that's how men that get emotional and ready to just leave on the drop of the dime. You can't build a foundation running. Put the slab down, put the pipes at the thing, then go try to build a house somewhere else. No, not on the slab not on the foundation you created, but run somewhere else and try to build a foundation. No, that ain't how it go. You got to lay the foundation. You got to start building, and you got to start putting everything together. Boom. That's how you build a foundation. People ain't building a foundation. People are not building a foundation. That's why they ready to run to another city, another here, another there, because they're not building a foundation. If you want to run, that means you have nothing here to keep you here. And the foundation is the part that, goddamn it, if you build a strong foundation, say it all the time. Dudes that listen, you got plenty of dudes here in Mississippi that might not be making money because they ain't got the right mindset. And they'll go to another city and change their whole mindset because they done cut their friends off. They ain't got their friends and take them out all the time and all that. And now they focus. You can get focused right here though. You can cut them off right here. You ain't got to go there to cut them off. You can cut them off right here and get focused and get yourself together. And that's the problem. People want to make excuses. Excuses like an asshole. Everybody got one.
Yep.
Make them wait. Come on with it.
Stop being biased. Be neutral. Then look at a situation and examine it partially. You got to break your ideas down because your foundation may be flawed. And if it's not flawed, then you end up justifying what you were thinking in the beginning. So he's saying
I
break
want
it down on what it is, not what your train of thought is, I guess. I don't know.
well, listen. What it is what your train of thought is. See, I didn't break it down. I didn't break it down in no wrong way. I broke it down in science. I had you to look it up. I didn't break it down like I ain't know what the hell I was talking about. I broke it down because, like I said, most dudes are who they are by the age of 7. I done said this how many damn times? That's why when you catch a little old dude, 5-year-old switching, you already know, oh yeah, he gonna be one of them. You already know the foundation. That is the foundation. When you born and whatever go in your that goo goo gaga, everything somebody putting on you right there, that's foundation. See, what you don't realize is what is foundation. Foundation ain't 18-year-old trying to try some shit. Foundation is right here. I remember when Martin Lawrence he said, hey, don't come out here talking those shit. He been trying to build a foundation while he was still in the womb. He's sitting there trying to tell you, before you even get out of this motherfucker, he ain't gonna run like this here. And that is foundation. Foundation is built from the ground up. And foundation is when you take out the bad dirt and put in the good dirt from the dope. That's the foundation. See, what you trying to tell me is foundation is once you start knowing some stuff and you start going. No, foundation what a motherfucker putting at you early. When the joker tell you, don't do that. That's how you raise a dog. Think about a dog. When you teach him what a pee is, And you teach them at a young age where to go use the bathroom, where to go do this, where to do that. When he get older, he automatic know. He don't do that shit no more. He don't pee in the house. He don't do none of that shit. He go outside, he'll scratch on the door, whatever. Get out there and do what he got to do and come back in and he'll knock on the door. You got them, these motherfuckers dogs so smart now. Hey, open the door, please. When they get back in the house, they're about, hey, I'm out here. Yeah, open the door. Yeah. So that is foundation. When you teach a kid young how to act, if you don't get them right at that age, these are pivotal points. That's how your child end up dead or something else because he don't know how to stop. He don't know how to stop. Let me tell you something. You don't teach your child at 14, 15 how to close his mouth.
Yeah.
You teach him at 3 or 4. Shut it up. Shut up. Shut it up. What my bed is? You know what I'm saying? You don't wait till your child get 15, 16 and try to tell him, shut it up. He gonna tell you, shut it up. You understand what I'm saying, though? You don't know no better. You listen, you let the child be raised, and then you start trying to do something later on in life, which ain't gonna work. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. You got to get a child when he's young and mold him right.
Yep.
And once he get older, he gonna always come back to what he was molded into. Not what you teach him then. He gonna come back what he was molded into. Let me tell you something. I was a clean freak and all this old type of shit. Young man, my mama always made me clean my room, do that, do that, do that. Okay, I got older. Every now and then I get out of what I was doing. Then I force myself. This ain't you. And I clean up and I do what I gotta do. Get everything back together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But even when I do, even with workers, workers I got with, I try to do the base. See, they ain't in that basic thing. See, they out of whack with a lot of that stuff. But what they do is they know how I like it. So now they say, I can't do it like that because he like it like that. See, they try to tell me, oh, no, you supposed to wait till do this and you clean it up. No. I'm the one paying. You going to clean that up now. Now, you ain't going to tell me what you going to do later on. You want to get paid? Clean it up. So what it is you building a foundation. And they say, I know what to do. Boom, 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 boom. You can't just do what you want to do. So as long as you build a foundation, people know how you move. That's why I don't have people calling me, bothering me, and talking about crazy shit. Because I always, when people talk to me, I talk to them and be like, no. This ain't what we doing.
Mm.
You feel me? But once you tell a person, no, I don't do that. Now they got to think. They got to think this shit out. They got to think, oh, how I'm going to do this now? How I'm going to play this? He told me he ain't doing it. Yeah, because it got to be a thought pattern now. You feel me?
Yeah.
So once you draw the line in the sand, all thoughts got to go a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be how Joker thought. Come on with the next. Let's do this.
So high responsibilities of children, bills, and life pressure make softness take a back seat. You hear it all the time. I go hard for mine. It's me and my 3 kids. I go hard.
Yeah,
You know you heard
but
me.
but this is what I tell them at the same time too. What I just got through talking about. If you go hard for yours, you got to think about what you're doing though. If you're not pumping good information in, say you buying clothes or you feeding them, stuff like that, that ain't the same as raising them. You know what I'm saying? Like raising them right, putting the right things in them. No, don't do this, don't cuss, don't do this, don't do that. That's putting the right stuff in. You feel me? But
Yeah.
just raise them, feed them, that's just maintaining. That is not raising them. A lot of people get raising and maintaining wrong. You can maintain a car, but fixing it and changing the oil. See, like say you can check the oil stick, make sure the oil up to a certain level. Boom. Every time it get low, you put it back up to the certain level. That ain't maintenance. That ain't keeping it up. Cause you got to change that oil because that oil done got old and whack. You know what I'm saying? You got to put thick oil back in there so everything can be maintenance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what's happening. A lot of people are doing one thing but not the other. They feeding them, they doing all that. You feeding them, you putting the oil in there. But if you change out the bad oil, like all them fucked up thoughts they have, you got to take that back out of them. Oh, no, we ain't doing that. No, we ain't doing that. Then you feed them good thoughts. You feed them good oil. That's how you maintain a good head. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you watch a child go crazy, all that child, I don't know. See, back in the day, child fall on the floor having a fit. Mama just look at him and she goes straight to the car, get her belt. Well, mother whoop his ass today. The nigga, nah, we ain't doing that. Let me whoop the devil at you. And let me put some good stuff back in you. You feel me? That's changing the oil. You gotta get that shit out of the way. And then I remember crying, and then remember that old saying, "I'll give you something to cry for." Shut up.
Right.
You ain't crying no more. Your ass shutting your ass up. They putting a different mentality in you. You feel me?
Right.
You ain't gonna be crying stuff. You stop that shit. So people got to realize you got to stop a whole lot of stuff, and you got to be dealt with some good stuff in you. Come on with it. I know he ready.
Who says because someone else wrote a theory, it can't be flawed? History has proven that men thinking he had it figured out was wrong since the beginning. Somehow, every day they find out something new that challenge what they first thought. So, if you think you know anything, you have to test it every chance you get. And if the theory is strong, then it will last the test of time.
I agree with that. And you know what? Why I agree with that? Because I remember saying, "My name, Mr. Know It All." It is not because I think I know it all. It's because I challenge myself to do better every day. I challenge myself to challenge everything. Just like when I told you to Google it up and put it on the screen, because people ain't gonna believe just what much stuff I done went in depth in. I done did it over and over. See, people look at me now and they think, "Oh, he just started doing this." I've been doing this stuff since 2001. I done had a podcast or a member of a podcast since 2001. So I've been doing this for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it
Mhm.
might not seem like that because I've been doing it for a long time, because you can't talk a certain kind of way and be able to keep up with people and talk a certain kind of way without having constraints and stuff like that, knowing what to say, what not to say, how far to go, how not far to go. And that's the whole thing about being trained in things about uh, 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 um, children. Children got to be trained right. It's just like this here. If I teach my dog all kind of stuff in the house, but if I open my door and my dog run out there in the middle of the street and get hit by a car, whose fault is that? Whose
Yours.
fault is
He's supposed to be training
it?
the dog.
No. My fault is that I didn't train my dog good enough because
Not to
my
go in the
dog
street.
a level of restraint. Even what he wanted to do. I got dogs. Let me tell you something. My dogs, if a cat ran in front of him, if that my dog started running that cat, I was, ah, my dog would stop and sit down right there. Let that cat go on by that business. You got to have a level of restraint over your dog. When your dog don't run you, you run your dog. And even when it comes to little dogs, when people can't control their dog and things, I already know what type of person they is. They are not a disciplinarian like that. You know, they bought it because it's cute and all that, but they really wouldn't own it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Not a disciplinarian.
We are fam. Okay, what's up, Terry?
Hello.
Up in there. His house up in the motherfucker. Okay. He said, someone broke my cheat code. That's what I'm talking about. He said, true OG. Okay. He said, OG, people believe a lie before the truth. And you always Superman. Love you. Man, love you too. Man, I'm gonna tell you, man. Thing about me when I get out here and things, I don't want to tell my brothers the bullshit. I don't even want to tell the women the bullshit. And sometimes that might get me in trouble because sometimes I am too open and honest of what I'm saying about it because I want people to learn really what I'm trying to say. I don't want them to look at me and say, you just saying something. You know, just like I said about the hair and all that, it's not no knock on people what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it don't affect me. Listen, if it's 6, 7 billion women out here wearing fake hair, it don't look because get what? All I gotta do is choose one that ain't wearing all this, or they ain't got their head crazy or anything. See, it's all about a choice. So sometimes people got to make choices what's good and bad for them. And what I'm saying is with the kids, you know, like they got that old kid that was being a reverend that was running around, oh, yeah, wow, yeah. You know what? He had been in church so much that he had copied the pastor. He knew the game. You know what I'm saying? He knew the game. He knew how to talk. He knew and all that else. Yeah, he even shit. You probably even catch him grabbing a cup of water. Well, you know what I'm saying? He know how to do all that. You know what I'm saying? And I was the same thing. I was watching the preacher. I was watching everybody in church. I watched the young lady at the front of my church. She had the big white hat on with around there with the little thing, and she was the lady of the church, you know, the oldest or whatever on there. And then I knew once the reverend got a certain part, and he's like, when as soon as I heard that voice come, and he starts now and stuff like that, I knew she was gonna be like, I knew people gonna run up there with their fans and start fanning her. I just knew the play. I sat back and I was like, damn, they gonna do this to her. And she, hold on, man, catch her, man, catch her. And she said, okay, all right, yeah, they got her. They lean in the back. Okay, she good now. All right, now we can get on with the rest of the church and all that. It goes on in every church, and once you know this, You can't be fooled by this stuff no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be fooled by something when you see something over and over. You can't be fooled. And what's the problem is women, children, everybody trying to show us something that we done seen 1,000 times before and trying to fool us and say, no, this different. No, this different. This ain't what it was like. Listen, I done been to 3,000 churches. I'm exaggerating. But what I'm saying is I've been through a lot of churches, and it always ends the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the pastor at the end, he gonna get in there, and when he really get in it, he gonna start snarling. and motherfuckers can say what they want to say. They can say all the blasphemy or whatever. But telling the truth shouldn't be blasphemy. You know, telling the truth what's going on. You can't play the game on me. You know what I'm saying? Like after you done seen something go on. Yeah, you know, I sit on there, wish it was the blood for me. So now I know I got to get up and go to the thing, kneel down on the podium, wait on my little cup of wine. They gonna open up that little metal tray. And bring out that little wine, put it in your hand. Then they're gonna come around with the little.
I just want to know.
They're gonna come around with the little cracker, put it on you. Okay, this is the flesh. So they were trying to teach you cannibalism back in the day. You eating the flesh. This the flesh of Jesus. You eating his skin, and this the blood of. No, they practicing this stuff way back when. But we ain't never looked at it like that. But see, me, I think deeper. I'm looking at stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm examining everything that's coming across my face. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to stay a sheep when I'm examining everything. I'm just watching everybody else get along. See, it's a different way we cycling this thing in our head. Because you cycling like, and I'm cycling like, it's the same thing I seen over here, over there, over there. When I go to one church now, oh yeah, Palms 36 or Palm 31, and I'm hearing that every church. Every church you hear the same verses, and this and that that's being preached, and this and that funerals, they talk the same stuff. It's the same thing. So once you start looking at a certain kind of way, it's kind of hard to change your mind and make yourself say, I didn't hear that. They didn't just say that. But I done heard it all my life since I was 4, 5 years old. That's why when I graduated, I told what's his name one time. I was talking to the preacher in the barber shop. And I told him, I said, I graduated from church. He was like, what you mean you graduated from church? I said, I went to kindergarten 4 years. I went to junior high 3 years. I went to goddamn high school 3 years. And then I went to college. I said, I went to church the whole time. You mean I can't graduate from there? If I graduate from all them places, I know everything they're going to do in church before they do. You feel me? So why I can't graduate from there? So that's how I played it. And then he was like, oh you going to always need church because you going to always see him. I said, it's just like going to a doctor and he's saying, I ain't going to never cure you. It don't make sense to me. I'm going to keep going to that same doctor and he said he ain't got no cure for me. Or I'm going to go to a different doctor. So all I'm saying is you got to look at this stuff in a different kind of mindset to even grasp what type of stuff I'm trying to say. When you keep yourself in a mindset that it constricts you from looking past somewhere, you're not being real with yourself. You can see the bullshit. You can see it wasn't no tooth fairy, but you still believe in tooth fairy. You can see it wasn't no Santa Claus. You ain't never seen no motherfucker come down your chimney.
I ain't have one.
Right. Elvis ain't had no chimney. And I had a chimney. And get what I did? Motherfucker told me I was criminal day. I'm sitting in the couch. Goddamn was now I'm laying in the couch watching the chimney. He gonna come down there mother soon. Then you
So
mess around,
what was your outcome?
you mess around, go to sleep, and wake up. Goddamn president, he done speed motherfuckers on me. You know what I'm saying? and it went like that for a while because you
But it
thought
was
it.
fun. It was fun.
Yeah. But once you found out that wasn't it, then you felt like you been bamboozled. So my mom told me, "Oh yeah, I'm the one gave you them presents, not no Santa Claus." You like, oh, she done spoiled it.
It's over.
So how can you go back and believe anything anybody's saying when you found out everything was a lie, and then they try to make you believe in one more lie? Just this one. I know we lied about you about everything else, but just accept this one. Yep. But come on with it.
So you did that, Bella, to get some WAP. Possibly. The pastor doesn't look like me.
Come on.
Terry said, my woman said you hell. I'd be like, you don't respect a man 14 hours. Bella, you had what Kim said, tall coffee.
Come on with it.
My first true girlfriend learned to open herself to me after letting her guard down and started to love me. I loved her back equally, but I realized now she submitted and I kind of led as our relationship grew. Somewhere I dropped the ball and we grew apart. Now she's probably traumatized to trust and submit to any man afterwards. That's why I say it starts and begin with the male. No, that started and began with you. You dropped the ball.
Yeah. And I can understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is when I say start, and it start with it always don't start with the man because we don't have men to teach us how to be men in the household. You didn't understand that part, what I'm trying to say, Jay. If we got a man in the household teaching us how to be men, we move different. You know what I'm saying? That little time that my daddy was in the household with me, my first 5-6 years, he was in the household with me. You don't understand. If you become who you are by the age of 7, at 6, 90% of me had already became what I was gonna be. So what I'm trying to say is your early years is so important. And how women try to write men off sometimes at the early part of their life. Oh, your daddy ain't shit. Yeah. When you throw them negative things in that child and you don't have the right kind of men around him early, and you realize they're not going to the left or going to the right or too angry or this and that, that's because you ain't got no man structure in that to calm that down. I've noticed, just for me, just going somewhere, seeing a child, and a child seeing me, throwing a football with a child, that changes that whole child thing about a man. Just that little time, you know what I'm saying? I'm throwing a football the other day with a child, and the child about to run straight. He tried to run out the ball. I go out there in the street and get the ball. You stay in the yard. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And just that little time for me doing that a couple times. As soon as he threw the ball in the street the other time, as soon as I started walking that way, he stopped at the edge of the yard. He knew not to even try to go out in the street. So what I'm saying is, if you start putting certain things in your child early, he will start learning early what not to do. You can't wait till your child get older and start trying to. I remember a policeman told me that. He was like, man, you got to tend your child early. You can't wait till your child get 14, 15 and start trying to tell them how to run this stuff. You can't do it. You got to get at them early. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got to get in there right there. And that's what we got to realize. When that child is young, you got to go and put it down right then. How you want this child to act for the rest of his life, you need to instill it in him now. And this child will change and be a better person for the rest of his life because you took the time to put it in him early. You feel what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying. Come on with it.
Men are leaders and women are followers or helpers. It's human nature design.
Okay. And then I'm going to do this since you said it like that. What happens when the followers is leading the men? What happened when the men become so weak that they want women presidents? They want women to follow behind. When they give up, they say maybe a woman can do it better than us. What happens when it happens like that? Are we really leaders anymore? Are we designed to be leaders? See, the reason women are taking over a lot of industries and this and that because men have gave up on leadership. It's not that a man can do it or do it better. It's a lot of men that gave up. They'd rather that the woman go ahead and competition and this and that. And see, the woman ain't doing it because she actually want to be your leader. She doing it for the paycheck. Oh, that leadership role pay this much. This role down here paid that much. I better be right there. That's the reason she want to be the leader. It's not that she ready to lead you. She leading the paycheck. A lot of women are in certain roles because their paycheck is bigger. It ain't because they want to be over a man. It's the paycheck is bigger. And they just real talk. Come on with it.
I say women tough because men too busy wearing nail polish. Dudes won't leave nothing for the women to do, so they like fuck it. We strong women now. Hear us roar.
I got to agree with you, Patrick. I'm sorry. That right there, I agree totally. If a man sit up there, and that's what I'm saying, if you didn't raise this man right, see, one thing Pat doing, because Pat in his child life every day, wake up beside Pat all that. Pat instilling in his child how to be a man, how to do this, how to do that. He is raising a man every day. So his child got a better chance than the average. A lot of these children that's raised with a man in the household, they know how to stop. They know how to not be too aggressive. They know how to stand down. And people don't realize it might not seem like much, but guess what? Remember when I was talking about the dog, training the dog? It's the same thing. If you open your door, if you didn't train your dog no better than not to run in that street, you didn't save your dog's life. You feel what I'm saying?
I
You
got
didn't
you.
save your dog's life and you don't know. Just you telling him, no, don't get in that street, or you being able to say a word, get back over here, or whatever, and he stopped. That go with a child too. If you serious and a child doing something and you tell him to stop and he stopped right then, you done did something. Not when he ignore you and keep doing it. You got to say it 3, 4 times. No, you say it one time, he don't do it. Grab that belt or whatever you got to do And you got to make him start respecting it the first time. So once he respect the first time, that means you saving a life now. Because you know why a lot of men don't make it to a certain age? Because they make that first fatal flaw. It's about the flaw you don't make, not about the one you made and you got over it or you made it through. It's about sometimes the
Mhm.
flaw you don't make. It's that dude you don't talk shit to that could have killed you or could have did something to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That people don't even realize sometimes it's you being able to close your mouth, not combative, that save your life. A lot of people ain't looking at it like that. All right, come on with it.
No man is perfect, but it is acceptable to seek to be perfect. A woman with faithful follow if she believes her man is leading sincerely in good faith, as long as the will is righteous and the fruit is from the heart.
I understand that, but I don't like how you started out because we already know man, no man is perfect. So when you say it like that, that's a woman's talk. A lot of times when I'm talking to a woman and they find something I said wrong, they'll be like, "He ain't perfect." I mean, I
Well,
don't like that perfect.
nobody is perfect.
You know what I'm
Nobody.
saying? Right. So why would he even say no man is perfect? We know no man is perfect. So it's not really a reason to say that because I don't even think anybody is seeking perfection. You feel what I'm saying? Like real men know they'll never be perfected, perfection. So I think I ain't gonna say a man ain't seeking perfection. I'm not gonna say it.
Right.
Because I know sometimes I tell them, "Look, you got to try to do it as perfect as you can get it, and then if it's not as great as you want to be, it's still great in another person's eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because you did the best of your ability. Once you try to perceive the perfection, you still does do it so well that it comes out great. If that makes any sense, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Even leaders got to learn to follow in order to be a better leader.
Yeah, I agree with that totally because I always remember being a follower first. Because I was in the army and you start off at a lower level. You start out private and you move your way up. So you
Mhm.
always had to start low in this. And then I took that same mentality when I got in the workplace. I don't see why people have so many problems with somebody telling them what to do when you get paid for the hour. Somebody bring me from over here what I'm doing and tell me to do something over here. I get paid by the hour. What's the big deal? You know what I'm saying? I'm still here. They're still paying me. Ain't nothing changed from the pay from over there to over here. It just I'm just doing something different. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see the big problem. And a lot of people got big problem with that and they need to kind of like get themselves together because that's not a real problem. If you're getting paid for about an hour, just do what your boss say. That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do. If he say, "Hey, come over here and do this," you ain't gotta be like, "I don't do that shit. I do it. All I want to do is do this. I don't want to do this." No. If he hired you, and he wants you to do something else, just do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of people end up fired and stuff like that because they get used to doing one damn thing. They don't want to do nothing different. They pay me to do this. You hear people ranting all the time online. They pay me to do this. If you want me to do this, you need to pay me some more money, motherfucker. No, he paid you the money right now. Get what? He the one hired you. He pay you by the hour. Go over there and do the same old job over there. Same thing. You might learn some shit, some more shit that you can. take to another job if you get fired from that job. But while you under that tutelage, you need to just do what a motherfucker say. My bad. Come on with it. So I can see again. I'm looking over the top. Okay.
There's LG I seen on Instagram of Tupac Bell's show. Of Tupac. He said, "Show me anything passes on Instagram. Oh, Jesus, and in the name of Jesus." No lie. He said he is saying women play the book all year, and I know 17-year-olds, like women, don't even know what language Jesus spoke. A woman told him years ago that a woman might ruin your life. We are not leaders because God asked men who told you were naked. And he said, man said, the woman that you gave me. And he said, an example, we look at Facebook now, that naked in my uncle days, the children see his mom naked and their friends. Is there anything
Ooh.
else after that?
Ooh, I got to go look on this. Hold on, let me see. All right.
Yep.
All right. Now, what you said? I'm on stage.
The child
And
sees
my uncle,
mama naked and their friends.
Uncle Dave, then their friend. Let me see. And be like, I seen you, mama print, mama print. Jesus knows kids are killing each other. I seen your mama naked. Yeah, that was the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, and I understand what he's saying. Like, women don't even realize because they don't look at Facebook as it's a whole lot of stuff going on that you shouldn't be doing because it's gonna be out there forever. You know, a lot of people don't see that.
Mm-hmm.
You got to realize that whatever you say or do on Facebook, it might not never come down. It gonna always be out here in the universe. So if you rolling up weed, smoking up blunts, and all that, you gotta think they might have a a thing of everything you doing for the rest of your life on
Oh,
Facebook.
they will.
A lot of people don't see it like that though. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people they wanna I put it away. They wanna be mad at other people that call it out, but they don't want to be mad at themselves for doing it because it's your fault for going out here and you can't go out here and have fun and chill and smoke your blunt on your side or whatever you do on your side and leave the internet out of it. Now you got folks, they feel like they got to roll the whole blunt on what's name, not realizing it's still illegal and smoke a blunt and do everything they want to do on that and don't realize this how they catching folks now. They going on their Facebook page and all that, going through their thing and figuring out what they do.
It's
That's
crazy.
how they. So it's rough. You know what I'm saying? Bam, come on with it.
So no respect equals no submission or softness. So if a woman doesn't have respect for a man, she's not trying to submit or she's not trying to be soft or feminine.
Mm. And what I'm gonna say is, we've been on here. Look, we've been on here 2 hours. Hey, do you want to just save another for the next week?
I have no problem with it.
We'll do a part 2 next week because hey, everybody needs some sleep. And I know you got a job. I got a job. Everybody got a job. And I know a lot of people, grown people got to go to sleep and things. And I appreciate everybody for watching. I'm talking everybody. Terry, Jay, Patrick, all my boys, Rita, Black Black Queen, James, Jerry, all these folks that done watched the live tonight. I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna try to get up out of here in a minute. Let me see what he said. Come on with it.
Women, you remember that song, Your Mama on Crack Rock. Your mama sucking that crack rock.
Walla.
So we grew up and kids would kill for their mom because no man was around. Yeah.
Yeah. Walla. Shit, bang. And that's what I'm saying. See, Jay sitting up there saying about the man, this and that, but we got to realize we went through a time that it wasn't no men around, and the women that was rough was on that crack and all kind of stuff, having crack babies. They wouldn't listen to no man. Sit down. Don't do that. Man, fuck you. I'm selling that pussy. Get what I gotta get.
Oh, wow.
What can you do, homie? You know what I'm saying? So men can want to be the leaders of how they want. Women been doing what they want to do for the longest. So we can try to shoot it like this, but nah. It ain't happen. So all I can say is
it's been real. Don't forget to catch us on next Tuesday. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But we will see you guys on next Tuesday at 9:00 p.m.
All right. And we will see you later. Chop. How they say? Holla. I'm still gonna show everybody that show love at the end, all that good stuff. Go and read that while we think about it.
Listen to that song tonight. It makes a real post. They drink more than us. Yeah.
That boy.
He was saying that earlier, you know.
Yeah. I'm telling you that. Listen, I've never seen that's why we got to do a part 2, because I haven't seen the world like this in a long time. And that's why you got so many women out there hollering, all that, because they want to be heard. It's so many mentally ill ladies out here because they want to be so masculine. And it's not adding up. It's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? You can try it, but it's not going to work. And how they say? Like last year, we out of here.
Yeah. Trip out big splash, baby, you can see it. Yeah. Strong.
Listen. Okay, what? What you talking about? What you talking about? Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes. Look at him.
Got him! Got him!
Down, so I come away with 16, I'm the age that's towards you in the list.
Y'all fancy.
He cold. She belongs to the streets.
Paint job with a good coat and some fall back. Girlfriend even took a beat. I was fresh meat, no big fan. Kimmy went and Beyonce put a ring on it at a lunch line. Head coach and I'm on the court. Referee with on shoe 3. Put sweat in it to the green. So
come on with it. Read that.
Join me and Jerry and Bella. It's the return of the G's. Okay.
Sound good to me.
All right.
That's a good one.
Yep. That's a good one.
How they say, we love y'all, and we'll see y'all next Tuesday at 9 o'clock. Be there or be square, and we out of here like last year.
Nice.
Peace.